What's going on, guys? T2RX6 here, back for another Transformers review. Well, sort of. This is actually a Brave review, and today we're looking at the Brave Dugbase, which is known in the United States and other places who are Transformers fans as Grandis. Now, the Dugbase here is a retool, so it's not an exact perfect thing, which was kind of disappointing when I ended up getting this guy. So as you can see, he is a giant something. I guess he's a carrier still. He does come with all these little, what kind of look like the decoys, and they kind of interact with the toy a bit. There's supposed to be 5 of them. I've only got 4 of them. The seller didn't have the 5th one. But yeah, this guy, you got this guy, and this guy, and finally, at least of mine, this guy. And I assume he's kind of acting like a white base, like a carrier for some kind of mobile suit type thing. I've never seen any of the Brave stuff, so I have no idea. You also got these weird cards, which I can only assume are the pilots to the 5 of them. Unfortunately, like I said, I've only got 4, so I have no idea. But yeah, so this is the Dugbase. Grandis himself actually was designed so when you take your Star Convoy here, this peg in the back, Grandis usually has an extra clip, I believe, to actually clip onto Star Convoy here, and we can take this piece off here just to get it out of the way. But Grandis would essentially clip onto here, so when you put the power mechanism on Convoy, he would actually draw Grandis. So then what you're supposed to do is take your Sky Gary, and he's supposed to sit on here, and then Convoy draws Grandis, which is carrying Sky Gary, and it's the combined Grand Convoy or something like that. Yeah, it's really nothing special here. Though there is some disappointment that is lost when you go to the Brave version here. So the toy itself is super duper simplistic, as you can tell. I mean, he is a G1 toy, and yeah, there's really not much to say about it. So when you want to take him to his base mode, what you do is flip this on up like this. If you want, you can open that little hatch back there, and you flip this down, and then you're left with his base mode. Obviously the robot head is quite visible, and I believe you're supposed to take these and rotate them down too. They're just pegged in, so they don't really do much. And yeah, this is the base mode. So once we're in the base mode like so, you can see we've got a number of things going on. Nothing particularly super interesting. A lot of ramps to kind of roll your other toys on down. These are the little carrier things from Sky Gary, but you can see just how they would kind of fit there, and you know, any toy with wheels would just, you could push it down and use your imagination, I suppose. As you move up, the bottom doesn't really have anything going on. The middle level is definitely some kind of repair base, complete with little movable arms here. And the top is definitely some computer control center type thing. Pretty nice stickers. And yeah, you see that we have the elevator here. If you know anything about the Star Convoy, he came with this little motor piece. And what this actually did on the real Grandis is, whoops, let's not mess the camera up there, is it kind of plugged into this port here, which has now been capped off and doesn't actually function. And what you would do with it is when you turn the little rollers on Optimus, it would actually drive this mechanism to bring the elevators up and down. Unfortunately, they took that out of this one. Like I said, they capped it off. They did put a manual bolt turn or screw turner here that you can do by hand, but it is painfully slow to get this thing up and down. On one hand, that's bad. On the other hand, it's actually pretty good, because most Grandises, as you go all the way to the top, if you didn't turn off the mechanism at just the right time, you'd end up stripping out the mechanism, and it actually would just stop functioning properly. So yeah, this one you have to do by hand. It takes a lot longer, but you're pretty much not going to break it. Probably because you're not going to use it, because that's pretty tiring to get it all the way up. And as you can see, the satellite dishes and stuff do operate as we spin it around, including Grandis's antenna there, or should I say Dugbase's. Now, also in the package, you do get the ramps here, and the ramps do connect to pieces of him, like they would all the three Sky Star Convoy, and Grandis to make one big combined base. I will see if I can get a picture of that at the end, because it's kind of unwieldy on this desk. So of course the transition to bases, or from base to robot, is super easy. We're almost already there. We're going to take these pieces off here, because we don't need these at this point. Just put them aside. Take this, fold it up, fold it on closed, like so. And then take these little feet pieces, and this scares me with an old piece of plastic. Pop them off. And if you get it right, peg them back in position. Does that not sound like the scariest thing ever? Pop it, peg it, and there you go. He is officially in a robot mode, and oh my god, is this guy obese. I mean, just look at him. He is G1 through and through. You can give him his gun. The only thing he's going to do is raise his arm like so, and lower it both sides. No head articulation, obviously no splitting legs, really just nothing going on with this guy. So pretty plain, not all that interesting when it's all said and done. Honestly, there's really nothing left to say about this toy except trying to show you guys that combined base modes thing that you can do. So I will try to do that. And other than that, I'm going to say I really don't think he's worth tracking down. I hope that they make a re-release of Grandis, because I'd love to have the mechanism that works with Star Convoy. But yeah, to try to track this guy down, he's cheaper than Grandis, but you know, he just doesn't do anything. And even Grandis is pretty hard to justify. Totally needs a re-release before I could say he's worth getting. So this is T2RX6. Hopefully in the pictures you'll see some combined base mode, and I'll see you guys next week.